Hello and welcome to a slightly different games room. As you have seen, we have raided my friend Michael's parents' attic and recovered all, and I say all, this isn't even actually all, it goes out of shot up that way, all of the stuff that he had stashed in his parents' attic from over 20 years ago. So today in this video we're going to be answering that age-old question, what's in the boxes? And having a look through to see what has lasted down the ages. And then stay tuned because over the next few weeks I'm going to be doing some more detailed videos as we dive in detail into the contents of each of these boxes and talk a little bit about the game that's contained there within. So without further ado, let me first of all ditch my faux Indiana Jones outfits. And yeah, let's say hello to Michael, everyone. Hi, Michael.
Hi.
Wow, this is quite a pile of stuff you've got here. So how many years worth of hobby collecting is this, do you think?
I think it's probably from somewhere around 1987 to 1994, something like that.
So this is only actually 7 years worth of stuff?
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, it's hard to remember. It's been in the loft for at least 25 years.
Wow. Okay, as you might see from behind us, Michael's games room puts my games room to shame in terms of the sheer quantity and quality of the games he's got there. So I think perhaps it's fair to say there was a games addiction there from an early age.
That's probably fair, yeah.
I'm going to start with the box that I tried to steal during our opening, and I'm going to just... What I think I'll do is I'll move this stack slightly to one side. Oh my god, quite a stack. And yeah, let's get down the first box here. So
this, I would say, is the one I could least remember having owned.
This is, for those who can't see it, let's just have a look. It's Battle for Armageddon. This was the original war in Armageddon, the first war of Armageddon.
So this was... Oh, and in fact
It's got epic sprues in it! One of my favourite types of sprues.
So it looks like we've got some epic orcs in there.
Orc battle wagons, we've got some epic square orc bases. Looks like you've got all the cardboard tokens still.
Yep. So
A drizzle of tokens there.
Yeah, so this is like a classic...
It was a board game, basically.
Yeah, wooden cardboard token war game.
I mean, the booklet is basically still mint to the point where I can actually just hear the spine cracking slightly as I'm flicking through the pages there. Oh, that's a nice creak from the board there.
So there's the board.
So yeah,
hold this up.
Let's throw that. That is the Battle for Armageddon. Armageddon, of course, was the it had been fought over multiple times now. I thought Battle for Armageddon was this not. I thought this was against the forces of Angron, but actually no. This is what I would call the second war for Armageddon, which was Ghazghkull versus... It was the first invasion by Ghazghkull.
So you know a lot more about the lore of this.
Well, we'll come back to this. Sure. We can't get... Otherwise this video will be like 7 hours long. Let's put that one to one side. The first box, it mostly seems to also be there.
I mean, I might keep the...
Keep the epics upset, because I'm not sure that originally... Let's have a look. If you put the lid on, let's have a look at the back of the box. I don't think it came with epic miniatures originally.
No, definitely not.
No, you've just snuck some epic orc models in there. Or, you know, maybe they're blood axes. Maybe they've snuck in by themselves.
There seems to be epic orcs in most boxes.
This is one of the ones I'm most excited about. This is Block Mania, the Judge Dredd board game, back when Games Workshop was making Judge Dredd content.
So I think they've just re-released this.
Oh my god, it's still unpressed.
Still unpressed.
This is, I mean, it's still on its original sprues. On its original sprues, like its cardboard sheets.
Now, I'm very surprised because I'm sure we played this.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, certainly it doesn't look... Oh, there is some bits that have been pushed out, so maybe you played an early version of it.
Yeah. So I got the feeling you don't need... Oh, it might have an expansion in it.
Oh, maybe. Because it looks like there's a second... This one says rulebook. What's that one say?
Oh yeah, Mega
Mania.
So it's got the expansion.
So it's the expansion. Block Mania and Mega Mania. Oh wow.
I had definitely forgotten we had the
expansion.
So
the expansion must be the one that's not pressed out.
Yeah, so we played the regular version but not the expansion.
Well, interesting fact about this, one of the things I love about this game is this is one of the only bits of Games Workshop stuff that I remember seeing as a kid before I knew what Games Workshop was, because this features in the movie Labyrinth.
Does it?
When Sarah is in her bedroom at the start of the film and at the end of the film as well, there is a whole bunch of board games up on the shelf, including a board game called Labyrinth. But one of the games up on the shelf is the Judge Dredd Block Mania game. I'm not going to tell you what timestamp it is because I can't remember that, but go back and watch the Labyrinth movie. Sarah played Judge Dredd Block Mania.
So yeah, this.
So technically, this ought to have been in the Labyrinth, along with all the rest of the toys that turn up in the Labyrinth.
So are we're gonna go quickly through them and try not to get distracted?
Yeah, I will.
That's gonna be very hard.
It's gonna be very hard. But this is awesome. Okay, let's put block main to one side.
So I believe they just re-released this. I'm sure I've seen it.
Well, we'll have a look. There's a tiny little comic book card that's attached. Advanced Hero Quest, not just Hero Quest, but Advanced Hero Quest.
Now we also had Hero Quest, but that is not in a good state.
There is a yogurt pot. No, it's a pot of dried onions in here, and
So we've got a rule book.
so many sheets of monster references and planned out dungeons.
Units. So there are some miniatures.
Skaven!
Cardboard. Oh, there's a metal.
Oh, what's that? You got a metal hero. I think that's Ulfadar. Oh, that's one of the. I think that's one of the characters that they made for D&D.
Oh, now this.
He looks very familiar.
Yeah, he's very old. He
Very
would
close up on him.
He would have been one of the first miniatures I ever got.
Okay.
There's a ninja.
There is a ninja. Painted up like Solid Snake from G.I. Joe as well.
Yeah. That's not. What's his actual name?
Snake Eyes.
It's the other one. Snake Eyes' mate, I think.
That was Solid Snake, wasn't it? No, Solid Snake's Metal Gear Solid, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
If anyone can remember.
Okay,
in the
throw in the comments,
what the name
please.
of the white ninja.
Okay, let's not get bogged down in going through how awesome it was. So there's a lot of the stuff. I don't know what that miniature's coming out. Oh, and the yogurt pot. Keep the dried onions pot for posterity.
So all of these were just, I think, just my way of keeping counters organised.
I can understand that. Oh, this one.
I can put some of these on the floor.
Yeah. Dark Future. This is a hefty box. This has got some weight to it.
So this was such a fun game.
I never. Oh, it's got a binder in there. I never played Dark Future, but I wanted to.
So old me has punched out the rules, which means there must be loads of extension stuff in here. Probably I used to keep all the extra stuff from White Wolf in it.
The range ruler has things like Daka Daka Daka, Boom, and Patum written on it.
So we've got the three wheelers rules in there as well.
And the way you play Dark Future is Matchbox cars with stuff glued onto them.
Oh, and some awful painted actual.
Oh, purple, blue, and yellow. You really did like blue and yellow, didn't you?
It seems I did. There's the spin wheels. Right, again, we're getting too distracted.
Okay, there is lots and lots and lots of toy cars in here. We will come back to this box in more detail.
That looks playable.
That looks extremely playable. Mighty Empires! That's upside down. Mighty Empires! So this is the first version of Mighty Empires they released, not the later one with the hex map
If you like
tiles.
yogurt pots.
Talk about your yogurt pot central and a pot of Purcell as well.
Many of those. So I think these were probably organised into each different.
I suspect so before it fell over.
So we've got all of the.
Yeah, this is the original Mighty Empires with the cardboard tiles on.
Now the difficult thing is and
then it had the plastic extras that you could put on top, which is awesome.
We tried to play this with where we actually had the map set up and played the battles as fancy battles, but keeping it up for enough time to play a campaign is extremely hard.
I mean, now you've probably got the space that you could have like a map on the wall or something, like you've got your pandemic map at the moment.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, this one. I mean, this feels
that
pretty much full. 40k, second edition.
Yeah. Which was like when.
It's still on the sprue.
Well, mostly.
A lot of it is.
Some of the goblins are, I think. So we have goblins and orcs in here.
So many miniatures in here.
Because I never played orcs.
Okay, so yeah, I mean you've got a ton of orc second edition plastics in here, and then a mass of metal Rogue Trader Marines. Okay, no, must not get bogged down in this.
There's multiple of these old dreadnoughts.
Oh yeah, but like original metal banshees as well and scorpions.
Yeah, I think, and there's a
part of a Wraith Lord.
Well, it was a dreadnought then.
Oh, that's what they called them dreadnoughts in second. Well, no, this edition, second edition.
Possibly.
It was Wraith Lords.
Well, I mean, second edition for me was very exciting and new compared to the.
Of course, 10th we have previewed this weekend.
I actually have got the Rogue Trader book, which isn't in this stack, but I'll go and grab it in a minute.
Okay. Space.
Now this one is not mint.
No, I mean the corners are falling off on this one.
No.
But the 3D roleplay hobby game, it says.
So this is mostly.
Looks like it's mostly just cardboard tiles.
Yeah, we would have cannibalised
the Space Marines and the Gene Stealers
to be to play 40k with.
think I did the same with the most recent edition of Space Hulk as well, to go with all the Genestealers and Terminators. Ended up in my Blood Angels and Genestealers army. Blood Bowl!
So somewhere I've got the team book for this as well.
Oh, with the foam titch!
Oh, which I painted. Which I had forgotten about.
That's very cool. The foam pitch. Yeah, you've slotted in the end zone cards as well.
Yeah, so you can change them. You can change your end zone card for whichever team you're playing with.
Auckland Raiders!
I will probably have made some of my own end zone cards for the team. And again, some...
Lots and lots of plastic models.
And in here there are...
Oh yeah, there's one of your own teams. There is a cardboard sheet here for the Far on Firefly. Is it Far on Fireflies? Yeah.
I guess so. There's no... We got... All of this paper is team rosters.
The Art of Aces.
We played leagues and leagues and leagues of this.
Oh man. There's some metal stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, can't get bogged down. We've got to keep moving. There's still so much. We are basically halfway through the stack at this point.
And I think I told you, I definitely know there's more stuff in there that I didn't find that time, so I need to go back out.
Return to the Lost Attic.
Yeah.
Okay, as somebody who loves Dreadfleet but never played this, Man O' War.
We should do a game.
We should do a game of this, and we should do a game of Dreadfleet, so I can show you the differences. There is a homemade volcano island in here. First of all, I mean, let's take that for a moment. That's is that papier-mâché or is that plaster Paris?
Plaster probably. It's probably.
It's polystyrene actually, with plaster over the top. Wow. Okay. Hefty paper rulebook.
Oh, this was a good game. So we've got the Rangers.
Metal Galleons.
We're going to get distracted by this.
We are going to do it. It's very distracting.
Really
I love sea battle games, and yeah,
some very dodgy.
You can see, honestly, actually looking at this now, you can see the natural evolution into Dreadfleet, because a lot of the stuff that they've done in this evolved to be the plastic islands, like the 3D ones, like you've made there for Dreadfleet. So I'm going to have to come back with my version of Dreadfleet. We're going to have to do a play-by-play comparison, Man O' War versus Dreadfleet. See how they play.
Banana Island.
Right, back in the box before we get too distracted. Oh.
Now these two, the next two boxes are both Space Marine boxes, which is
slightly confusing. Should we look at them side by side then?
Well, there are
Space Marine, and I can get that one to hold so it doesn't fall open while I grab the next one. Space Marine.
Now there is a ton of epic stuff all over here, so I'm not sure actually what's in these.
Oh no, a ton of epic. However will I cope? Oh, this one's full of buildings, I can tell you that much. This one has, not in yogurt pots, but in...
Those are...
the original blister packs, hard plastic blister packs. The label on this says Bretonians with lances.
A spoiler for next box.
Indeed. And yeah, it is chock full of cardboard epic scenery and... yet more orcs! Tons of orc battle wagons.
Some I've made myself as well.
Ooh. That's cool. And yeah, and the other one is full of Space Marine Land Raiders and Rhinos.
So again, not allowed to get distracted.
No, what's in the other box? Well, I packed this one up. What's in the other one?
Ooh.
So all the miniatures, looks like.
So we have lots more sprues. We've got some Land Raiders. We've got some...
That is a sheet of stickers.
We've got loads of epic minis in there. You can have a look through there. More sprues. Some Titans.
We've got, that's a Warlord? Yeah, those were Warlords for that edition, I think.
That's, so when I said I haven't got everything, I've got, these are the Adeptus Titanicus ones, but I don't...
You don't have the Adeptus Titanicus box?
So that is still in the lofts on there. A load of counters and... things.
Cards for the different things. Sprues of epics.
Sprues of epic.
These are Space Marine sprues, which is appropriate for a box labelled Space Marine.
And there's the proof that I must
have... The Adeptus Titanicus cards. So, okay, let's pile this stuff back in the box.
There's more under there, but yeah, that's detailed a little closer.
And that is... I'll let you work out how best to fit it all back in.
I have no idea. How do we...
I'll just hum the Tetris theme. We do it.
We'll sort it out later.
I'll put these in this one, shall I?
Yeah.
And I can just nestle amongst the cardboard buildings.
Right, last one.
Last one of this ginormous stack.
Now, I've already raided this a little bit.
Yeah.
because we'll show them what it is.
So, I mean, we know my love for 5th edition, but who doesn't love the 4th edition box art? First of all, that box art, Grom versus Altharion, is a glorious piece of box art.
There were a load of high elves in here, but I've taken
looted them out
because Ben has persuaded me to come to his
yes!
his birthday event, which.
The Return to the Badlands event. Check out the Return to the Badlands video if you haven't seen it already. This is one of the things I loved about this box was it didn't come with Grom the Paunch, but it did come with Grom the Paunch because it came with a little cardboard standee of Grom and a cardboard standee of Altharion. So you could play, and if you wanted to have a rock lover, you could have a rock lover just by using the cardboard stand version.
It's really nice.
But yeah, it's got so many miniatures. We'll do a close-up on the contents in the next video. But
some dodgy paint.
Tiny Metal Fanatics. Metal Orc Archers, Valpartha Metal Orc Archers.
Oh, now this door.
That's from the Hero Quest set, right?
I think this might be from the Fortress.
Oh! Spoiler alert, there may or may not be a fortress. Okay.
That's that for that stack.
That's that for that stack.
I've got a few other things, so maybe we take a quick pause.
Take a quick pause there. I will be back in a minute with more. Stuff that wouldn't fit in the stack. First of all, we've got a couple of rule books, as you mentioned. The Rogue Trader rule book. Now, when Mike and I were doing our 40k terrain book, I mentioned the Rogue Trader edition book and said I'd never actually played Rogue Trader 40k. So I think now that I know that Mike has a copy of it, and I happen to have several 40k miniatures kicking around, we're going to have to do a video at some point, a battle report, playing through a game of Rogue Trader. Even if it's only a small mini battle, I think it's well worth it.
So I do have, and I don't know where I've put it, the army list for this as well.
Oh, awesome!
Which I can go and grab. But this, it was a very...
It's a role-playing game, really, rather than just a miniatures game.
Yeah, it's very, very different. So when second edition came out, it completely transformed the game. But we played so much of this.
I shall rely upon you to teach me how to play Rogue Trader then. The other one we've got is...
I cannot remember.
The Army's book. I think this was third edition fantasy. So do you have the 3rd edition rules, or did you just have...
I did have them. And so this is, again, I need to go back up in the attic to try and find
the
it.
3rd edition rules are going to be hiding up there then.
So the genius thing about this was all of the armies in one book. So
yeah. Some of the stuff that Skaven, they've still not changed that much. It still had Plague Censer Bearers, Night Runners, Plague Monks, Storm Vermin. A lot of the stuff is still the same. But yeah, okay, we can't get distracted. Got to keep pushing on. There's still so much to get through. Box of paints.
Yeah, I think this is just... So I would have got rid of some of this, but I knew you wanted to film some, so I kept it. So we've got here... I don't even know if you know what that game is from.
Ooh.
But they're printed cards for...
I do not know what that is from. I'm going to just throw that in close up. See if people... Let's crowdsource the answer. If you know what this is from, throw an answer up in the comments, please.
It looks like some kind of sort of dueling game. So we've got some banners.
It's definitely a 40k type game because those are imperial symbols on the cards.
But they may not be related to this.
Oh, true. They may not be from the same thing. Okay.
There's a Mighty Empire's Castle.
Mighty Empire's Castle. There's more Titans in here. There's some of the original Space Fleet, the precursor to Battlefleet Gothic, Space Fleet.
So I did have that as well. So
you must have that one in your parents' attic then, because that's one of the original Imperial cruisers. I think that's Imperial. Just put that on there.
Sure. And then all of these paints, which are, I'm assuming, well dried up by now.
What, you say that? This one I just grabbed.
What colour is that?
That's a purple of some kind. There's no label on it, which doesn't help. It's like finding a...
That's an ink. It's funny what you recognise.
That one's a blue.
So the ink...
No, that's still alive. I can hear that blue. That's
got MH on it.
MH. What would MH have been back in the day?
That's me. It's my initial.
Oh, it's your initial! I thought it was a colour! Oh, okay.
I'm imagining it's my initials and then some...
Another ink. Oh. Is that... No, that's not a highlight. It's some kind of barbarian model with a bow. Oh, there's epic bits hiding at the bottom. There's tiny corn juggernauts.
Epic bits everywhere.
Okay, can't get bogged down. Got to keep moving. There's another box.
So this box...
This is the last box. Is it? No, there's one more after this.
This could take us weeks to go through. So this
is a video all in itself.
This has just got models and models and models.
I mean, some of this has to be... That's got to be some of the models from the Space Hulk box that we found. Yeah. That's a Gene Stealer.
There's some Tyranids. Now these wood elves have got 1987 on the base. So
okay, so we would have been third ed. fantasy then, wouldn't
Third
they?
edge, yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's a ninja in there as well.
there's a very converted.
It's a guardsman of some kind.
It's got a squat's head.
It's a mutant then, clearly.
Yeah.
Beastmans! Willard would
War
approve.
Titans.
Okay. Let's not. We can't get bogged down in going through the entire box on its own. That's going to be another video.
I don't know if you can see in there, but that's all just random miniatures chucked in together.
We'll call this one the random miniatures video when we get to it. One more box to do then, and it's a big one.
There is another one, but it's just more epic. So this is.
It's part for it. It's the Mighty Fortress. That's some doors.
Another more homemade scene. Half a Land Raider.
One side of a Land Raider.
One track of a Land, which I believe was at this point being used as terrain.
There's a gate.
And we have some of the
templates from
templates.
And there's the sheet that tells you what to expect in the Mighty Fortress.
So this is also in there, which I believe is the
What's that from?
polystyrene. I think those are the original Adeptus Titanicus buildings.
Oh my god!
That came in the box.
Yeah, you're right, 'cause it's like a Gothic architecture. I think they're pushed together as well, back to back.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Let's quickly bring that close to the camera. Okay.
That's it. And maybe some bonus content, I guess, later if I find some other things.
Well, there may well be a return to the Raiders of the Lost Attic in a future video. Thanks for bearing with us on this one. I hope you've enjoyed this whistle-stop tour through the contents of Mike's childhood. Join us for what's going to be a semi-regular series for the next month or two, as I throw up little short 5-minute videos just showing what is in each of these boxes in greater detail, and we have a little bit of a chat about those games. In the meantime, thanks very much, Mike, for sharing this with us. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see more of this sort of stuff. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Bye for now.